Now, Jalan Mataram is basically where a lot of the locals live that actually work around Kuta and Legian and that. Now, this is where all the cheap rooms are, all the Koskazans, and there's heaps of little alleyways just full of accommodation, cheap accommodation, and these are permanent rooms. Like a Koskazan is like a small unit that basically for the locals. Now, if you want cheap, authentic Indonesian food, this is where you come to up here. So it's got basically everything along here you can think of, just like any other village. But it's really 200 metres away is Legian Street. So you've got little fruit markets and Warungs and little places that sell you chicken. Here's a famous one, the Rooster Bar. It's a Rooster Bar. There's a lot of the expats drink in there. There's a lot of little bars along here too. Nasi Padangs. If you want authentic Indonesian food, this is where you come. If you live around Kuta and that, there's mainly just all the restaurants and things like that around Kuta, around Legian. But all the expats come and drink and eat up in Mataram because it's the cheapest place. So there's everything, little supplier shops where you can buy your LPG gas and your veggie markets and all sorts of stuff around. So it looks like, it used to be paved. It looks like they've just put asphalt down in the last year or so here, last 6 months. There's literally the whole street. It's just shops. You've got tailors, look, where you can buy material. You've got tailors in there actually making dresses and stuff. You've got little suppliers shops. You've got everything on here. It's unlimited the amount of warungs along here. There's more or less, 50 little Indonesian warungs that you can eat along here with food from all over Indonesia. What's this? Ayam Gebrek, big restaurant. Here's a little hardware store, selling PVC pipe, light bulbs, things like basic hardware. There's a few hardwares along here. Another little warung, another little warung. It's just warung after warung. Hairdressers, barber shop. Now these little local barber shops are very cheap, like $20,000, $25,000, $2 to get your hair done. So someone's getting a new awning put in. Now that's a print shop and a sticker shop where you can get photocopies done, print out stickers and things like that. So the boys are putting a new awning on here. And it's just endless the amount of little shops and warungs. Look, another one. We've probably already passed about 30 warungs and it's cheap food, good food. As good as what you'll get anywhere. So now this runs all the way down to, I suppose, Jalan Kuta Raya, or, bloody bump. Some of these alleyways like this one actually cut through and come out right at the side of Sky Garden on Legian Street. So there's little laneways to your right that go off here that run down onto Legian Street. A lot of these shops are closed or not open yet. What else have we got in here? Got a leather shop, bag shop. There's a lot of supplier stuff up here too, like suppliers of bags. So these are all the fake Gucci bags and things like that. You come to these little shops and they're going to be a lot cheaper than buying them down on Legian Street or in the Kuta markets, the art markets. This is a sandal shop. Look, the whole shop's just full of sandals. So there's a lot of little suppliers of that along here too. A lot of new construction happening at the moment. Yeah. You won't see too many bullets up here, Westerners up here, but you will see all the expats hanging around here. Like a lot of the single men drink in these little bars and that up here. And it's cheap and it's out of the road, just out of the tourist area, but not too far, just like 100 metres away. So there's another little barber shop, another Padang, another bag shop, another general store. Well, that's the first Westerner I've seen. There's some Jalan, morning breakfast Jalan. If you haven't tried Jalan, get back into streets like this. It is around Kuta and Legian. You just got to look for it early in the morning. It'll be out, tables full of Jalan. I'll just let this truck go past. Check out the gates on this. How unreal is that? Alright. Let's let a bit of this traffic go because I'm cruising along slowly and holding up the traffic. Okay, so this is the big barn jar here. Big local barn jar for the Jalan Mataram, where they'll make their oggas and stuff like that, and at nippy time, and they've got the roof up, so there's probably been some sort of ceremonies going on here. There's little phone shops, another little general mini mart. Now it thins out now because we're nearly down to, I don't know whether you call this street down here Kuta Legian or Jalan Pantai. It's sort of in between the two, so I'm not really sure what it's categorised as. Probably still Jalan Kuta Legian, I'd say. So if you come out here, you can see just to the right there is the big Kuta markets, the big traditional market, just all in there. So now we're heading back out towards Sunset Road, and there's another road I'll take you up here, and it's called Jalan Majapahit, and it runs parallel with Jalan Mataram and back more or less to where we started from. So this is Majapahit here. You know, the same thing. Oh, I wonder what's happening there. They're setting up some big stages and stuff all out of bamboo. Now along here is a few big hotels and things. It's a bit more quiet. It's a bit of a longer road, a couple of 100 metres longer. But there's a lot of houses still along here. There's still Warungs and things. And there's some huge hotels that back onto, you see the huge hotels over the back there. It's about a 200-room hotel in the back there, which is this one. Look, we've got the Bali Kuta Resort. We've got cargo shops and bag shops, leather shops. There's a lot of stuff out here. I suppose a lot of tourists don't venture back to this street. Now this is really only about 200 metres to 300 metres off Legian Street, running parallel with Legian Street. So there's the Kuta Mulia, big shopping centre. Yellow house. House means you're thirsty in Indonesia. It's a little bit more spread out and sparse, but there is a few things up here. There's a couple of little bars along here too. There's a bar there. There's another barber's shop. Yeah, Jalan Majapahit. Now, a lot of the names in Bali on the streets and that are named after other areas in Indonesia. Like Jalan Mataram is named after Mataram in Lombok, Majapahit in Majapahit area. So it's like maybe the Lombok people settled in that street first. That's why they named it Mataram. I'm not sure how it works, but all over Indonesia it's like that. The names of the streets are sort of named after other areas in Indonesia. Got a school. I know it's a big banja. They're doing practicing traditional dancing in there. You can hear them singing. There's a bengkel for your motorbike, mechanics. And that's nearly basically about it for Majapahit. We're nearly back now to where we started from, onto Jalan Patimura. Now this is Jalan Patimura here that I'm just turning onto. So we've more or less just done a big loop around the block. That's all we've done, you know. So I'll just show you. There's a few clothing shops and stuff there. This is where Jalan Mataram starts here. And yeah, off Patimura. Now we'll just take you down Patimura to Legian Street. Now there's a lot of stuff along here too. There's a little market, there's a little food market, night market thing up along here. There's a lot of little shops and warungs and that. Now this is very close to the main tourist area, but not too many people actually venture up here. They all stay on the beach side, you know, and check it out around the beach and that. But you come up here and this is where all the little warungs are, you know. So more or less this street runs into Jalan Benisari, and that's the border of Kuta and Legian. So we're basically right on the border here on this street of Kuta. Alright, so you got motorbike rentals here, Warungs, motorbike rentals, you know, you got tattoo shops, another print shop, if you ever want anything printed out, legal documents or anything, bag shops, and right here on the corner is Legian Street, and across the road is the famous Mama's German restaurant. You alright?
Oh, thank you, brother.
No worries. Alright, and there's the Mama's German restaurant there. We'll just scat across on the Benisari Street. Right, this is Jalan Benisari. So, I used to own a bar right here years ago. And, yeah, right here actually. Now it's called 16 Degrees. It's a good little bar actually, but I owned that for many years. Kuta's bar, a friend of mine, Phil, owns that. Australian guy. You got tattoo shops everywhere, flashing. You got mini marts, another tattoo shop, the big Jalan centre, accommodation there, and this is Lebak Beni, Jalan Lebak Beni. And this goes through on to Jalan Melasti. This is the Aroma Hotel here. Alright, geez, busy. Sort of a bit of a cut through road from Melasti through to through to Poppies and all that. And up in here's a good little spot up in here. Cuts through to Legian Street. This is the Beni Cafe, which has a good steak. Now we're back into more familiar areas that you probably know about already, I'd say. So they've got some sort of ceremonies going on here at the moment. Alright, moving on. Yeah, I'd say that's a business just taken over new by someone, and they always have big ceremonies and have the munku, like the priests come in and pray and dances and a bit of food and stuff like that, some sort of ceremony, opening ceremony. Oh, starting to get busy. You alright, girls? Go first.
Sorry.
You alright? Okay, so we're nearly through to Melasti Street now. It's Champlong Mas, pretty famous holiday accommodation, been there for many years. Some little clothing shops down here. Money changer, tattoo places, and just up ahead here, about 50 metres, comes back onto Jalan Melasti, right opposite the Golden Square. So anyway, it's just a little bit of a ride around, showing you how busy it is in Kuta Legian at the moment. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit busy. It's still fairly early in the morning. It's probably about 10 o'clock max in the morning, 9:30, 10 in the morning. So later on in the day, this will get a lot more busy. So there's Cocoa Bar, a lot of people drink and eat in here. It's pretty popular with the expats too. All right. And this is the Golden Square here. So we're back on the Jalan Melasti now. And that's about it. I've done a video on Jalan Melasti. I'll leave a link for that in the end screen. Yeah, just a little ride around.